let's say the emerging company brand who's selling online $500,000 of revenue, just starting to kind of create infrastructure operationally, accounting, finance, etc. Give them one do and one don't that you would do and that you wish basically somebody told you to do and you stuck to 5-6 years ago.
One do, well, I got like 6 do's, but I'll give you one do. Do keep selling that. Double down on it. Going into brick and mortar retail is really hard. And if you're good at online or good enough to build it to 500,000 bucks, build it to 2 million before you go to brick and mortar. Get to a level of scale that you can negotiate with co-packers and have better terms when you go into retail. Because in retail, your cash cycle is gonna stretch. Online, your cash cycle is condensed. As soon as you go into retail, you use a distributor, you're gonna create a 60, 90, 120-day cash turn cycle. And so you wanna be at a certain level of scale. If you can control it, you wanna be at a certain level of scale so that you can then extend co-packer terms and raw ingredient terms, and you can kind of try to match that. If I could do it over again, I would do that. I would get really good online, and I would get to a certain level of scale before I even considered brick and mortar retail.
And I think that that's even more key now with what we've seen with COVID, how the e-com space has changed. And I don't think it's going to go back, even once we get back to normalcy. I mean, the people who never bought online are going to keep buying online because they're going to be like, wow, I can just get this delivered to my house. So that's never going to stop. So that's a good move.
Brad, I have 50,000 points of distribution in brick and mortar retail. And COVID in particular sort of informing our future decision making. We are quadrupling down on the digital shelf.
Yep.
Because you can control your own destiny. And I think consumer behavior is permanently shifting. It doesn't mean people aren't going to grocery shop ever,
100%.
Of course, but I think that behavior is shifting, and you have so many people that will buy online now that weren't previously. So that company, I would say, keep doing that as long as you can before you go into brick and mortar.